Hello and welcome to this beautiful Tuesday night on SRL TV. We are here kicking off the season for the Dolphins and the Sydney Roosters. This is looking to be a great game. Bit of a grudge match between these two teams here. And they're both looking to start off Season 9 in style. In the box with me here, I've got the one and only Sonny Tyre.
Yeah, cheers, Riley. It's good to be here at Allianz Stadium, and these two sides with a lot to prove and a lot to look forward to for this season. We start with the home side, the Sydney Roosters, coming off wooden spoon in Season 8, so there's nowhere but up, you'd have to think, for them. And a win tonight would, equal their performance, as someone told me prior to this game. But yeah, they got some new faces out there. Cody Mansour taking the 1 jersey. That'll be a good test to see how he performs there. He did well for the Panthers last season. But for the visitors, the Dolphins, getting into the finals in their inaugural season, and they're looking to build off that momentum. They really surprised quite a few people last season, including myself, and they were one of the most competitive teams in the SRL. So when you put these two together, you talk about a grudge match, you talk about Matty Harris and Sneeko Bro, or Balbroa. It's just got the makings to be a great game.
Yeah, it definitely does. As we're getting the Roosters to get us started here. And a bit of a mix-up there. But that's a great pass, though. Goodwin straight through the line. Has to get taken down by the fullback, by the Dolphins. And
3 Goodwins linking up on that play.
yeah, a lot of Goodwins. Goodwin on Goodwin action here. So you see Curtin running it forward.
Family affairs.
Family affairs. It's definitely a family matter here. As we see, that's a brilliant pass. Edwards straight through the line.
Oh!
Amatungi once again just saving that. Oh man, that was looking like it was very close to being a try. We've got Goodwin all the way out to Curtin. There's a high ball. It's up for Matty Harris, I think that is, trying to contest it. No, it was Johnson. Johnson is probably not the best target for a high ball though. And now the Dolphins, that was a bit of a scary set for them, but they'll be looking to kind of make an impact with their first touch of the ball here.
Yeah, and this Roosters defense doing a good job to hold him in the red zone. And as I say that, Jago Markazi, what a season he had last season. And his time in the Six Nations, he was one of Europe's best performers. But I'm really interested to see how Ethan Goodwin holds up in the 6 jersey. He wasn't too bad in the preseason. But we'll have to wait and see how that all gels as an offload away to LA. And the Dolphins already inside opposition half.
Yeah, Dolphins is just some magic there on their right side. And they're going there again. Chapman, he's got a bit of space. He's taken down eventually though. Dolphins, that's a very nice set from them. Just making a lot of meters. Very creative from him. As you see, Lord, Lord, he went for the grubber kick, but he forgot he's not a halfback, and he absolutely gets folded like a halfback. That's some great work from the Roosters defense there.
Yeah, Chris Lord, you don't see him spill the ball too often, especially off contact. But the Roosters, I mean, they've got a point to prove this season. You know, they were a top 4 team in their inaugural run for Season 7. And coming off a good preseason form where they made it to the semi-finals, they only lost out to the Warriors by a bees. So, you know, they're starting off hot, and that's the way they want to do it. Try and set the tempo early, and they're doing a good job of it so far.
Yes, they are. So Roosters, they're just looking like a little bit more dominant than the Dolphins so far. But then again, Dolphins, we know how good they are. They can easily prove us wrong here and turn a switch on, just become absolute monsters. As you see Chapman receiving the ball, breaking the line straight away. And what did I tell you? Cody Mansour, the Pope, has to get involved to stop him. No fullback back there now. Cox is going to run it up straight into Johnson. Cox and Johnson up against each other. Who'd have thought? As you see, Sneeko Bro breaking the line. Sneeko, he's got some space too, but the Pope has to come in and make that tackle. Oh man. Dolphins sending it over to the right. Lord, he wants another run. He's not afraid, even though he just got folded in the previous set. It's going to be DePace, the big man, trying to get through the line. He's not going anywhere though. Oh man. Wells sends it down to Hugh Snow. The Pope is underneath it, and nobody's there trying to contest it. Chris Lord is just happy to make that tackle. And Roosters have it once again.
Yeah, ask and ye shall receive. Cody Mansour with a good take there, and the Pope, as he's been donned, we spoke about his season in Penrith, and he was one of their standouts. So he's made the move to the eastern suburbs, and it's good to see him hopefully have a good season. He started off really well, but Brad Goodwin there through the line. And the Roosters forward pack, I'll tell you what, they've really been bringing that punch through the middle. They've been finding a lot of gaps early on, so the Dolphins on the ropes a bit. We'll see how they hold up on this set.
Yeah, Roosters,
Oh,
they just...
stiff run by Johnson.
Yeah, very... yeah, absolutely, Sonny. Couldn't have said it better myself. As Goodwin punts it all the way down to Seymour. Seymour can't find any space though. That's some great defense from the Roosters. Dolphins, they're going to send it right. It's going to Amatangi. He finds space. Amatangi eventually taken down by Goodwin. That's a great run though. He gets his team all the way to the halfway mark. Goodwin not able to get square as well. And Lord, he finds space. The Dolphins, they are finding space wherever they go right now. Look like they're set up to go on the short side too, and that's where they're going to go. Oh, a bit of a wonky pass, but Speedman gets to it, shows his speed, offload to pace, and man, that's very close. Oh, they're not going to go on the short side again, are they? Oh, here they go. Dolphins short side. Igor doesn't pass though. He's just going to run it himself, and Igor, he's going to score the first try of the season for the Dolphins.
Yeah, great run there from Jaeger Maikazi. The Jaeger fan club has made its return back to Allianz. They're in the corner over there with the green wigs. So the Dolphins, the visitors, they've got a lot of support here. It's looking like a sea of red out there. Plenty of navy blue as well for the Roosters. But try is the call. It's green lights here, and the Dolphins off to a good start. And they get the first points of the game.
Yeah, Maikazi, he actually flew his family out from Russia to come watch this game. He told them that he's been training for this day his entire life, and here he is. It's an amazing try from him, the reigning second rower of the season, and Wells slots that one very nicely. Dolphins up 6-0.
Yeah, and we talk about this Dolphins side, you know, the likes of Al Matangi, Chris Lord, Kieran Wells, O'Shea Ole, Seymour, Cox. You know, this Dolphins lineup has just got a lot of star-studded talent out there, led by their captain, Sneeko Balbroa. He's done a great job to lead his team to the finals last season, and he's looking to establish himself up there in the top four. And off to the start like this, you know, holding that defensive pressure against the Roosters and now capitalizing with a try of their own, that's the way you want to start off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great start from him. And we see, oh no, the commentator's curse.
Oh, no.
That's terrible. Speedman, he didn't hear the call. He just decided to start stepping people. That's some great work by him too. Speedman needs to make another tackle right after he tries to make a run. And he's going to actually stay in the tackle a little bit longer. You got to get off before a penalty's called. Mellert running into the line, trying to get his team set up for a play here. Is he going to go for another settler here? Roosters not getting very expansive right now. Not really seeing anything special. As you see, Johnson trying to be like Igor, but he should know by now nobody can be like Igor. He's his own character. We see Curtin driving it up. Curtin's going to score just like that. That was just too easy. Dolphins defense just absolutely flimsy there. Just allowing Curtin to score on them for free. It's like a birthday present for him.
Yeah, Wellesley and the Pache there. Oh, the pace trying to make the tackle by Blair Curtin. Yeah, he's having a run at the 7 jersey for tonight. He played a bit of 7 during the preseason cup, so he actually went all right there. It'll be interesting to see how he goes for this game, but off to the start to reply back against the Dolphins with one of their own straight on the sticks. He just made it look easy.
Yeah, Depache just couldn't hold him up. One of the great commentary names.
Possible relative of Ollie Pache.
Oh man, gotta get that in the fact checks here. Send it over to the SRL lad. So we got Wells. He's gonna kick it off for the Dolphins again. And man, at the moment, these two teams just looking very similar in how they're playing, their play style. And if you're the Dolphins, Sonny, what do you think just caused that try? How could they stop the Roosters from being able to just do that again to them?
Yeah, they just need to knuckle down through the middle. There's been a lot of runs let through, and that's where the Roosters are targeting. They got Matty Harris there, Johnson, Kerrigan, Those types of blokes that'll just, if you give them an inch, they'll make you pay for it. So, well, for them, they just need to knuckle down, get the tackles in there, try and, you know, stop the Roosters from advancing so deep down the field in such a short amount of time. Because there you go, Beck Goodwin, left edge, and it's gonna, put them on the back foot once again, probably in their own red zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see Kerrigan, as you say that, just straight through the middle. Kerrigan, what an impactful player. He's the Maroons lock last season. He's done a very good job for Ireland as well. And we see, Curtin, that's a bit of a shanker of a kick, goes straight to Hugh Snow. And that's a bit of a let-off from the Roosters, just nothing really good there. And oh dear, they really need to work on these passes. They aren't looking good. Starkey to Parquet. Just getting that ball real flat-footed there. Chris Lord now having a crack at it. He always does a good run. Very reliable lock there. Just always there when his team needs him. And here we are, Almatangi. Just talking of people that are there when their team needs him. Almatangi, what a fullback he is. Just so great at that #1 jersey. Very great fullback. He's been showing how good he is for this Dolphins side as well. As you see Lord punting it down. The Pope gets it. The Pope. Oh, Snickos.
The Lord versus the Pope.
Yeah, the Snicko's able to get him. Snicko versus the church. And here, now we've got Goodwin.
It's like a jungle out there, isn't it, Riley? There's just no church in the wild. And these two savages, they're just giving it everything out there. And it's been a battle. We expected this for a grudge match. We knew how much passion was going to be involved and how intense this game was going to be. And it's all happening right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Amatangi gets very close. By the end of this game, Sonny, we might be able to know if there's tears on the mausoleum floor. As we see, Ole, he could have gone himself, but Lord, he gets the ball, and Lord's going to score! Just like that. The Chooks, they didn't get enough people to stop him. You can't just stop Chris Lord with one player. You need the whole team to stop him, and just like that, Chris Lord scores for the Dolphins.
Yeah, Chris Lord. What's a Lord to a non-believer? Well, there you go. He's just shown you a bit of magic there, a bit of a great try. Very staunch start from the Pacifica vice captain. He had a great tournament there, and he's looking to bring that form back, coming off the back of a great season with the Dolphins as well. He's one of the best lock forwards, one of the best forwards in the SRL. So to see him do things like that, it's no surprise. It's standard Chris Lord activity. And with that one, Wellesley should slot this one. He nearly pulled a me out there, but 12-6 is the score, and the Dolphins retake the lead.
Yeah, he nearly did an old Jack Carl. Just very close to missing that one. A pretty decently easy kick too. But hey, it still went over, still got the 2 points. That's what really matters. We're going to have the Roosters kicking it off once again. The Dolphins just managing to kind of get that lead here. We'll see if they can hold it, because at the moment they've been going band for band at the moment. Roosters and the Dolphins. Once one person scores, the other does. So we'll see. We got the inside-outside play, and oh no! Stays to pace. He's coming off the field, and he's like a golem out there. He doesn't really have much of a brain. He just ran into the play, and we see Holmes straight through the middle. Dolphins. Oh man, Holmes. That was a decent run from him. We got Matty Harris now, driving it forward. Stop before the line, though. Oh man, Curtin nearly in space there. Dolphins just able to get in front of him, though. It's going to be Wilson over to the left side. Johnson is getting it again. He's turned on his back, though. Blake Harris wants to send it up. He's going to say it's a try. I'm pretty sure that he's incorrect. As yeah, it's pretty clearly held up. Blake Harris, what game are you watching? Bit of a useless ref there. Anyways, Goodwin gets it, and Goodwin flattened. Dolphins defense is just shoring up right now. That's a great kick though. It's perfectly placed, but Seymour gets to it, and he caught it from in goal too.
Yeah, that was a great take by Seymour. I thought the build-up to the play was looking promising for the Roosters. Just seems like they want to just play the crash play and try and just barge over the line instead of shifting it out more. So maybe that's the game plan for them tonight. But the goal line defense of the Dolphins, they're really staunch. They've been letting some line breaks happen, but on that goal line, they're a tough nut to crack. So yeah, we'll see how they can reply here with the set.
Yeah, absolutely. And oh dear, the
Oh,
Dolphins, they keep on getting in their own way. It's like they're tying their own shoelaces together at the moment. Playing with their left shoe on their right foot, something, I don't know. They just keep on making these little mistakes and giving the Chooks opportunities. They were able to defend the Chooks last time they did this, but you can only defend for so long. And now we've got Matty Harris trying to break through that line. Nearly does too, but Kieran Wells doing a great job to take him down though. It's going to Johnson. Johnson, 15 meters out. It's going to be Wilson sending it left. Turney just running it up himself. Roosters already 5th tackle. Didn't really do much with it. They're looking very I don't know, they're just not doing much with their sets. They put that one up, but Holmes takes it. But what a tackle by Chris Lord. Wow, that is a try saver of all time.
yeah, Riley Holmes, what an impact he's been having off this stint. But yeah, the Dolphins just doing enough to hold on once again. And the Roosters, you got to start to wonder if they're going to be able to crack the line at this point, because they've had some good opportunities, just get away from them. So if you're the Dolphins, you need to tidy it up here. And just like that, Tyler Almatungi with a line break, and that'll get him, with a filthy goose step. Just shy of the red zone. 2 more tackles up their sleeve. They shift it left, and it's a forward pass. Oh, no.
Oh, Sonny.
Oh.
What are the Dolphins doing? They are they are hurting themselves right now. They have these good opportunities, and they knock it on. They throw forward pass. They get in their own ways. And now the Roosters, that's probably the most passes they've made all game right there. That's
the one set.
Yeah, in the one set.
Play.
They've already made more passes in that one play than the entire game. As you see, Wilson.
Yeah. Dolphins just need to stop forcing their arm and just forcing those balls out, because they just need to take care of the footy. And if they can do that, they got the lead. So yeah, they just need to clean that up, and I'm sure they realise that. So another big kick coming from the Roosters, pinning him inside and pressured. Oh, there we go. Mellett runs himself in the way and just takes the run up there. So maybe a bit of a reprieve there for Redcliffe.
Yeah, definitely. Just Mellett getting in the way there. And yeah, Redcliffe, they've just got a pretty decent opportunity now. Just, instead of being pinned in their own half, they've got some space to work with now. As we see Sagarini running it up on the 40-meter line. Igor now. He's going to get him to halfway.
He's held 3.
Man, this Dolphins team, Sonny, what do you think that they need to do to just stop making these errors? Why are they making all of these errors here?
Could be the lead that they've got. Maybe they're starting to play with a bit of comfort, or you could even say complacency. So yeah, they just need to just clean it up and just keep it simple at this point. They're not doing too much wrong on defense, but attack, it's really gotten away from them. And there you go, Tyler Weston dragged in the touch. Gets a nice rub on the head there from Tyler Almatungi, and that one could change the momentum of the game here for the Finns.
Yeah, Tyler on Tyler action. Just a great tackle from Almatungi there, sending him straight out into touch. And that is a big moment for the Dolphins. If they can just, be a little bit more disciplined there, start playing some good footy, they might be able to extend this lead. So you see Lord is going to run it up on the 20-meter line. It's going to Maikazi. Maikazi just taking a settler there. Inside to Snow. Inside ball. Chris Lord gets it. He's taken down though. 5 meters out. Hugh Snow. Bit of a hospital pass there. Just not really doing much. Nearly taken without the ball, I'd say. It's Maikazi. Maikazi, he's gotten it again. He's going to try and drive forward, but he doesn't get there. 5th tackle now. Dolphins need something special. And they're going to... Oh, that's a... Wait a minute. Sonny, what's just happened? Did he get the kickoff there? I'm not too sure. Decision pending. We didn't even get to see a replay, but they're saying no try. The bunker, they're hiding something from us there, I think. But it
Yeah,
looked
that
like a
was
knock
very
on.
suspicious. Yeah, my feed actually cut out right when that try was scored. I didn't know what happened. And to hear that they've just skipped the replay, there might be some funny business going on. But no, yeah, just too much pressure forced there from the goal line defense of the Roosters. So a good job from them. And yeah, it was a great job from them to hold up here. So it'll be interesting to see if they try and finish this half. Oh, just trying to take care of the lead, or if they'll try and put a dagger try in there as off this kick.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of the kicks in the SRL. he kicked it maybe to the wrong player.
Oh
He
no.
kicked it right into the head of a Dolphins interchange player. I think that was maybe Stace to Pace they hit. But Ethan Goodwin, was that Ethan Goodwin there with that kick? He might need to go back to the wing or something after that one. that is a bit of a shocker to see Buster Groove making a run.
Yeah,
Truly one of the
Goodwin.
names in the SRL there.
Ethan Goodwin, he's making the shift to the halves for this game. He's a predominant winger. He's played a bit of fullback as well, so he's being tasked with, being thrown into the deep end against the Dolphins. Mind a terrible pun, but alongside Blair Curtin, those two, they got to work together and try and just not get those sorts of kicks away. As Hugh Snow shows them how it's done. The opposing 5'8". Oh no, he's held up. Oh
Yeah,
jeez,
no,
I've got to fix my feed.
he's held up there. Doesn't get there. It was very close though. As the ball goes all the way to Chapman. Chapman might get there. Chapman so close, but he's just held on his back. Once again, Chook's just barely doing enough to keep the Dolphins out at the moment. Fifth tackle though. It's going to be Ole. Ole puts it up high. It's a bit of a shallow kick. And Edwards takes it beautifully.
Here's tackle one.
Yeah, great take there by Marshall Edwards, and he's coming off the back of a good season as well. He's one of the standouts for East, and he earned himself a call up to the Maroon squad last series. So he'll be looking to try and headline that backline alongside Cody Mansell and Tyler Weston. But it's been a battle so far, and the Dolphins, they just find themselves heads above water, doing enough to repel this Roosters attack. And yeah, if they can keep doing that, you'd have to say they'll hold on to this lead as we head into the break.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a great little offload there. Just looked like Tyler was going to be taken down, but gets the offload out to Matty Harris. Anyways, Amatungi gets it this time. Amatungi stepping on. Oh, the Pope!
Oh.
The Pope doesn't know where he's going. He's gone back to the church, and Amatungi is straight under the sticks. That is some great work.
Yeah, Matungi just bobbing and weaving straight through the middle of the field. And Cody Mansell on the chase there with the white skins on. Just couldn't get to him in time. And it's that deadly step of Tyler Matungi that really catches opposition fullbacks just flat-footed or in an awkward position. And it doesn't take much for him to get around him. So the Dolphins now, the momentum of the game has shifted early in this first half. The Roosters, they had the momentum, they had the confidence, but the Dolphins, they're slowly turning the tide in their favor. And that'll be 18-6 with just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Yeah, a very handy 12-point lead here for the Dolphins. And man, what a filthy just step by Amatungi there. And then the inside-outside weave just to make Cody Mansell lose his bearings. He was going all the way back to the Vatican City after that one. But man, Amatungi, that was some great work by him. As Chooks are going to kick it off once again. And Buster Groove, I'd love to see him getting involved. It's definitely an interesting player coming up from the mines this season. Hopefully, we'll see some great stuff from these rookies this season. As we see Snow playing it. It's going to be Amatungi all the way out to Ole. Ole driving forward.
3, back to 10.
Third tackle now. Hustler, inside ball. What a step.
Ooh.
Chapman straight through the line. The Pope needs to get involved once again. He's given coronations out every set, basically. Igor Maikazi now driving forward on the 30-meter line. It's going to be Wells out to Lord. Lord thinks he's a halfback again. That's probably much better than last time, though. Weston steps one. Taken down by Amatungi, though.
Yeah, the back line of the Roosters, they're finding it hard to get around Amatungi, and that's just how good he is on defense. It's going to take a lot to get around him, and you don't do yourself any favors when you limit your space out there on the field. So maybe they need to start cutting back in field a bit more. But the Roosters just looks like they're going to try and hold this out. Oh, Goodwin, he nearly just threw that one away. But he did a good job to get that ball out. And they'll shift it inside. Kick to come here for the Roosters. We'll see what can come of it.
Yeah, only a few minutes left. See if the Dolphins can maybe snag a cheeky little try before half-time here. They'll have just a little bit of time. It's going to be Seymour, but he's not going anywhere. That's a great tackle from the Roosters defense. It's going to be Speedman playing it for Snow. Snow to Wells. Wells driven back again. Roosters defending very well here. It's going to be Snow once again. Snicko trying to get somewhere, but he's not going anywhere. 3 in that tackle. Roosters, where has this defense been? It's Ole to Hustler. Hustler steps 1. Goodwin makes an important tackle though. 4th tackle now. Oh, can we see an early kick? We do. Chris Lord once again with the kick.
Good
It's
kick.
not going to have the angle. It does have the angle, just not the range though. Only a few seconds left. The Roosters will most likely just try and play this one out. You see Wilson. Oh,
Ooh.
it's half time. Show a little bit of compassion, but that's half time. We'll see you in a second.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of this amazing fixture here in round 1 versus Dolphins and Sydney Roosters. Back in the first half, we had Dolphins getting up 18-6. It was looking close for a while there, but Dolphins, they've just managed to take the game a little bit and run away with a little bit of a lead. Here, still with me, I have Sonny Tyre. Sonny, what do you think of that first half?
Yeah, I thought the Roosters started off well. You know, you could argue momentum was in their favour. So
Oh,
he gets
hold
the
on.
beauty of a ball out to Logan Seymour. And we want to see more of that. But yeah, it was the Dolphins forcing a lot of unforced mistakes in that first half. They tidied it up and they've cleaned it up to get out to an 18-6 lead. So the Roosters now, they've got a bit of a job to do to start off the second. And already the Dolphins inside the red zone.
Yeah, and Amatongi, man, he's really gotten the party started here in the second half. Already, Dolphins looking like a really good chance to score. It's going to be, oh, that is a shocker there. Just the passing not on point. Letting it go to the Roosters, and oh dear,
no.
we have a cursed scrum. This is not good.
No.
Let's pray the sim gods for nothing bad to happen. And oh, that's probably the best.
Oh.
That's probably the best result there. Somehow a penalty not given away, but we'll take it. Thank the sim gods for the blessings that they've given us. And like we'll see.
Yeah, well, when you've got the Lord and the Pope out there, you know, you'd hope that they're on our side and blessing us with the sorts of things. But yeah, very lucky escape there for the Dolphins. That wasn't called, and rightfully so. So we're back on the way with the action, and Brad O'Driscoll's gonna have a crack at it.
It's a
Can he
decent
get it
kick.
over?
Oh, terrible bounce
And
though.
it bounces up.
Bounces.
Sits off by Amatongi.
Yeah, beautiful bounce for Amatongi. And man, I didn't even think about that. The Pope and the Lord. Oh, geez, and here they are up against each other. The Pope needing to take down the Lord there. Who'd have thought? Just
Spiritual warfare out there.
yeah, sacrilegious from Cody Mansell. As we got The Dolphins once again just on the attack. It's going to be Hugh Snow sending it out to Ole. Ole driven back though. Matty Harrison that one. Both bald boys out there making that tackle for the Chooks, and Shack attack driven back again. Man, Dolphins 5th tackle now. They've had some good chances in the second half, but not close enough this time to make an attacking kick. Weston gets it, and he's taken down beautifully. That's a great tackle there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I think the Dolphins backline's done a good job at containing Tyler Weston. He hasn't really been able to get around, and he's been driven over into touch as well. So they might be looking to target his corner, and Cody Mansell, he lines up the run there. A bit quiet in the first, so he'll try and step up his game here in the second, and they're going to need him to lead by example if this backline is going to get going for the Roosters.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see, Roosters sending it over to that short side. Weston taken down nicely though. Man, you're right, Sonny. They are handling Weston really well so far this game. As you see Goodwin, that's one of his better kicks so far this game. Over to Seymour. Seymour straight through the line. The Pope has to come and take that tackle though. No fullback in sight for the Chooks now. It's going to be Amatungi. Oh, he's not able to take advantage of Cody Mansell being in the line. It's going to go to the short side. Igor bouncing off the head of Speedman. And oh man, we've seen that quite a few times tonight. Just some poor passes from the Dolphins leading to mistakes, and they've just invited the Chooks back into their half.
Yeah, well, that's back-to-back sets now where the Dolphins have had a mix-up and the pass just goes muddling in between their players. So they need to just hold on to the ball. And yeah, the Roosters, they finally get a good look inside, and Matty Harris, try and punch his way over. Can he get over for East?
Matty Harris,
yes, he does.
He's gotten that one. Wow, the old boy's still got some legs underneath him. Look at that, the grey beard in full motion. Wow.
Yeah, geez, he's aged quite a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah,
it's only been a few months in between seasons.
He definitely has. I'm surprised I'm not seeing the wrinkly skin. And, he's,
that's what a wooden spoon can do, sir. That's what a wooden spoon can do, sir.
That's what one win in a season can do.
But there you go. The Roosters strike back with one of their own through their captain, Matty Harris. A lot of talks as to Matty potentially ending the year of his career. So I think for him, he'll want to send it off on one last hurrah with a potential premiership ring. They got a bit of work to do here. It's only still 48 minutes played in the second half. So plenty of time for the Roosters to strike a comeback. But yeah, they've looked like the better side in the second half so far.
Yeah, they definitely have. And Wells once again kicking us off here. Yeah, the Chooks at the moment, they look like they've just buckled down for the second half. Matty Harris just really taking the team on his shoulders here. Just making that important try with a great run behind it. And here he is once again making the first hit up. He's nothing if not determined and courageous. Definitely a great captain to look up to. One of the greatest in SRL history, I'd say. Especially with that long stint they had with Manly as their captain. As we all know, the monumental run that they went on with the likes of Will Kay and Corey Bell and KCK. To see Goodwin running it up here.
I think it's disrespectful to put Will Kay's name amongst those. No, I'm joking. Tyler Weston, good crossfield kick now, and he kicks into open space, and there you go. That's a great kick from him. And Logan Seymour forced to return it back, but I'll tell you what, the Roosters, they really stepped up here in the second half adjustments. They're starting to look like they're working in their favor now. The defense was really clutched up for them for the most part, so yeah, if they can wear down this Dolphins forward pack, oh, geez. If they can try and wear down this Dolphins forward pack, that's just, yeah, I'm gonna shut up now.
Man, Shack attack, he's silencing the haters at the moment. making Sonny shut up. But yeah, it's a great run from Shack attack with the little bump off there, and then getting the, just forcing the error from the Roosters. And here we are with Igor, my cousin, the brothers, just back to back making some good plays here. Where's Snicko? Get him on the field. Amatungi with the step. Oh, he's just stopped by Johnson. Amatungi has Johnson all over him. It's going to be over to Cox. Cox trying to bust through the line. Cox, he's busted through.
Oh,
And Cox is flopped over the line to score.
yeah, what a stiff run there by Cox. He just lines it up and sticks it in there, and he plants it right there on the... Oh, what a beautiful try. I tell you what, all jokes aside, the Dolphins, quick strike just like that. Blinking, you might miss it. Oh, geez. It's been one hell of a game so far from both teams, and they've just been going at each other's necks, in each other's throats, and what a run there from Johnson linking up with Cox. There you go. The Dolphins, they re-established dominance in this game. Kick to come from Wellesley. He should slot this one comfortably, and he does so. 24-12 is the score. The Dolphins up against the Roosters on your Tuesday night game on SRL TV.
Yeah, and just what a play from Cox there. We know he's a great player, and he's really shown that last season. This season, he's looking like he wants to back it up, show that he's just one of the great second rowers in this league. And man, he's just a hard player, isn't he, Sonny? Just he can't slip anything by him. Any hole that he sees, he can burst through that and just flop down on that try line.
Yeah, Muzz. Yeah, when you're trying to grapple Cox, you got to use both hands and just hold on for dear life. And if you don't, he's got to make you pay. So, yeah, he slid over for that one, and it was a filthy try there from him. But the Dolphins now, they're looking to try and capitalize off this momentum. Through Chris Law they go. And just like that, you know, it feels like the momentum is well and truly tied in the Dolphins' favor. So they'll be looking to just back it up with another good set here and hope they can pin them down deep with a kick if they can't get through the line. Oh,
yeah, and
there
as
you go.
you say that, getting straight through the line. Almatangi, that's a great run from him. Just getting them in range for an attacking kick. As you see Hugh Snow with that. That's beautiful. Ole, he's gone straight in. Oh, what a kick. Straight through the line. Ole knew his job. Running straight onto that grubber. And they scored that easily. This is going to be a great replay to watch here. Just a little kick. Ole getting straight past Johnson. Johnson not able to even get a hand on him. And look at that. What a try.
Yeah, that was just on a platter there for Ole, and geez, that was a great try there. This one, that could be the demoralizer. This is going to be a slotted conversion, you'd have to say. But the Dolphins now well and truly with the lead. They're in the driver's seat. The question remains as to whether or not they'll just try and wear down the defense of the Roosters or whether or not they've got more points in them. If you're Sydney, you know, you want to be the first team to strike back with a try. Otherwise, if you concede one, yeah, it's not going to be the ideal situation, obviously. In front of a packed-out home crowd, you know, there's a lot of hope and optimism for the Roosters this season. And, yeah, they'll be looking to redeem themselves after last season. But against a team like the Finns, you have to bring your A game, and you got to make the chances count. So they've got a bit of work to do. They've got a bit of a hole to dig themselves out of. But I'm sure Matty Harris will lead the way through the middle and try and get them back to what works for them.
Yeah, and Matty really needs to rile his boys up and get them kind of in that mood. Get him in that mood to make a bit of a comeback here. As you see, Markazi straight through the line. Offload as well to Speedman. He's not going anywhere though. Some good defense in the end by the center. It's going to be Snow inside ball to Connell. Connell, he's driven back though. He's too small to go anywhere, I reckon. Just monstered in that tackle. It's going to be Snow dropping it off for Shack attack. They're really just doing these little drop-off passes here. And it's kind of punished them. They haven't made many meters off him. So you see Speedman. That's a beautiful kick. All the way down. He's nearly finding the turf. Edwards gets to it though. And that's, nearly straight through the line. Good. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Sonny. That's very good for the Roosters. That's exactly what they needed. They needed a penalty right there. That'll help them get up the field. And maybe help them try and launch this comeback. They've still got the time. Just barely, though. They need to get something going soon.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I thought it was a bit of a soft penalty. I didn't think he was on him for that long, but, you know, the referee's not having a bar of it. They want a quick flowing game, and they want as many breaks in this passages of play. So the Roosters, not the best kick from Goodwin, but they're now within opposition half, and straight through Marshall Edwards. just has to get past Tyler Almatangi. Won't be able to, but third tackle inside the 10, and this is a good look for East. We'll see what they can do.
Yeah, and Matty, he wants another one. He's not going to get one, though. He's got Chris Lord in front of him. You're not getting past Chris Lord. But Ralph, up against Connell. I wouldn't have put my money on Connell to stop him there, but he does. It's going to be... Oh, that's a shocker of a kick. I'm not too sure what Goodwin was thinking there. But that is a bit of a sell there.
Yep, welcome to the halves, Ethan Goodwin. Be prepared to get used to those ones because it just comes with the territory of playing in the halves. So you need if you don't have it already, you'll grow a bit thick in the skin when you play at 6, especially. None of the praise and all the blame, as the saying goes. But yeah, it's just a tough task for the young halfback the young half to try and really help his team lead or try and crack away at the lead. But it just comes with a bit of an experience. So maybe you just give it to your forwards like Kerrigan, and he'll try and bust one through the middle.
Yeah, Kerrigan just trying to bust in the middle there. So you see Mellor driving it up. Over, almost at the 20. It's going to be a good win. It's a good win. Man, these good wins are there. They really are a bit of a... Can't say the word I want to say. So you see Goodwin once again passing it to Kerrigan. Kerrigan been very involved here in these last few minutes. Fifth tackle now. All the way back down to Goodwin. It's a high ball. Who's underneath it? It's Mansour. Mansour, but not able to get there in the end. Good defense by the Dolphins.
Yeah, well, that was a good kick from Ethan Goodwin. Oh, what a ball out to... I was about to say it again, stays the pace. But yeah, the Dolphins doing a good job to hold their goal line. We spoke about the goal line defense. It's one tough nut to crack. It's hard to get past them. So, time running out for the Roosters. Maybe they start playing a bit more expansive. Maybe try and get their wingers involved a bit more. But the forwards have been laying the foundations for them. So, yeah, it's a bit of a dilemma for them. Do they try and go expansive or just play through the middle and try and win the battle of the trenches?
Well, we're about to find out as the Pope gets his hand on the ball. That's, straight through the line, but Mike Huzzy with a great tackle. Just tackling the royalty there. Actually, maybe not royalty. Does the Pope count as royalty? I'm not too sure.
It's very subjective.
It's subjective. Depends on who you ask. If you ask Chris Lord, then maybe. It's going to be Johnson getting driven back. Dolphins all over Johnson just then. It's going to be Goodwin inside. Oh, inside out play. The Pope straight through the line with the offload to Bailey Wilson. Oh, man, that was some slick work there. The Chooks, they're really trying to get themselves back in this one. It's going to be Johnson. Just driving it up over the 20. Fifth tackle now. What can we see? It's going to be Ethan Goodwin with the high ball. That's a beautifully placed kick. And that's the beautiful tap back for Wilson. Oh, man, that was some great work from Mansour as well with the tap back. Wow, the Roosters might just have a chance here. Might just come back. Wilson scores that one.
Yeah, that is one of the tries of the night, courtesy of a good bomb from Ethan Goodwin. I'll tell you what, he's had his moments, young Ethan, and he's helped set that one up for Cody Mansour to tap it back. And Bailey Wilson just there in open space to capitalize and get the Chooks back in this game with 15 minutes left to go, Riley. I mean, anything can happen at this point. The SRL is a funny game, and momentum, can really say a lot about how the outcome will turn out to be. So if Goodwin can slot this one, the Roosters won't only be down 2 scores.
Yeah, and as you say that, it's a beautiful kick. Straight through the sticks. And the Roosters just a little glimmer of hope. If they can just keep up this good form that they're having right now, they might just make a nice little comeback. The Dolphins really need to just try and hold on here. They've got a decent lead. And we've seen them defend well all game. They just need to keep on defending well and not give the Roosters an inch. But at the moment, they're just looking very determined. I doubt they'll give up without a fight. So you see Wilson.
Yeah, they'll want to, really step up here in the final 15 minutes, the Roosters. But the Dolphins, I think a bit of luck being conceded off that try. It's not often that those tapbacks get to or turn into points. So I don't think they should be too stressed. But at the same time, the Roosters, they're getting a bit confident now, so who knows? We'll see how they finish off the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mansour nearly through the line. Nearly driven back into touch there, but he does well to stay in. It's going to be Goodwin. Driven back there. Fifth tackle. Not the worst set by the Roosters, not the best though. They would have loved to get just a little bit closer so that they could pin these Dolphins in very close to their own line. But we see Chapman running it back. It's a great run from him. And oh man, Ethan Goodwin giving away that penalty. And that's going to be the sin bin final warning. If we see one more of those, we might see someone sit down for 10 minutes. And at this point, it would probably be the whole game.
Yeah, the young half, he's probably not accustomed to making as many tackles in the halves as he is out on the wing. So it's probably taking its toll on him. He's getting a good feel for what it takes to play through the middle or through the left edge. But yeah, it seems every time I give him a bit of praise, he buggers it, and then when I give him some criticism, he turns up. So Ethan, I won't say anything anymore for the remainder of this game. He'll need to step it up and puts his team under a bit of pressure now.
I'll give him a bit of luck. Ethan, you're a poo-poo head. As you see, Chris Lord straight through the line. Chris Lord, man, he's had quite the impact this game, as he always does. One of the top locks in our league. It's going to go all the way to Maikaze. Maikaze driving it forward. Someone needs to join in that tackle. No one's going to. And Maikaze, he's going to score. He's gotten a double.
Yeah, Maikaze, he steps up in these types of games. A lot of eyes, a lot of attention. It's primetime TV for the season opener. And yeah, you got Maikaze. When the spotlight's on him, he just shines in all glory. So shout out to his family. They're actually right next to the chook pen. We might have to get some security guards in between them because that could turn pretty nasty by the end of this game. But they're loving it here. The Finns faithful. There's a lot of red here. It's a red wave out there in the stands. East supporters slowly but surely starting to make their way out the gates. There's still plenty of them sticking around. And I'll tell you what, the Roosters, the scoreline doesn't really do this game justice. I thought they've been well within this game. But yeah, it's just the capitalization from the Finns. They make you pay. And they're carrying on that season form, or that form from last season into this one. So yeah, they've really turned up for the occasion. Just over 10 minutes to go to finish off the first game of your Tuesday evening.
Yeah, absolutely. This that try from Maikaze might have just been the nail in the coffin for the Roosters as well. It's hard to see them try and make back that deficit now. But I'll never say never. As we see the pace, your best mate, Sonny Depache.
Stache Depache.
Man, what a name. Cox just trying to drive into the line there. Not going anywhere though. And bit of a cheeky pass. Amatangi gets it through the middle. Cody Mansour having to come in and make that tackle. It's going left. Over to Hugh Snow. Over to Seymour. Seymour tries to step one, but is stopped very nicely by Goodwin. Hugh Snow now just driving it forward. Sonny, quick cheat sheet. If you don't know who someone's name is on the Roosters, about 50% chance that if you say it, Goodwin, you're going to be right. As you see, that's a terrible kick, and Mansour gets his paws onto it. Oh man, but yeah, it's a just a little fun fact for you, Sonny.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the set where they all link up on the play so we can go Beck Goodwin to Jasper Goodwin to Ethan Goodwin, and what a good win, or maybe not a good win for the Roosters tonight. They're down, but yeah, it's great to see that they've got a lot of the Goodwin family out here. They're one of the sponsors of the SRL, and we're very thankful for them. The contributions to the SRL. So good set here for the Roosters. They're inside the red zone. They need to make this one count. They got to score, otherwise this game, you can call it a Dolphins W. And there you go, Tyler Weston. In and over he goes. Just when I was about to ride off the Chookies, they just come clocking back with a try there. And that one just gives them a glimmer of hope to try and get back into this one.
Yeah, Tyler Weston, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. He's been trying all night, and the Dolphins have been handling him very nicely, but eventually he cracks through that line and scores. That's some great work from Weston. And now Goodwin will need to slot this one. Huge kick. It's already a hard enough deficit to make up. Missing this kick would almost make it impossible, you'd think. As you see, just
Oh,
swinging to the left. The wind is just too much. Goodwin just can't get it. It's a bit disappointing. But Roosters, they can still fight. They can still try here. The Dolphins, all they've got to do is hang on. It's a pretty simple job for them. I'm sure their captain, Snicko, will be telling them that. All they need to do is just hang on. Don't let them score. It's a pretty simple game plan, I think.
yeah, just hold the footy. And they're up by 3 scores, so with this time remaining 6 minutes, I just don't think there's enough time for the Roosters to come back in this one. They could potentially put up another try, try and close that points differential margin. We know how crucial that points differential comes to when we talk about minor premierships and finals. It was the deciding factor last season where the Sharks, 9-4, they managed to finish the minor premiership with the highest points differential.
Hold on.
And, there you go,
Oh,
Reno
Driscoll. Straight through line. Whoa, it gets the offload as well. Goodwin. Oh, man, where was this about 70 minutes ago? Chooks, they've waited until the last 5 minutes to turn up here. And we see Johnson getting it. He's driven back, though. 5th tackle. What can the Chooks give us here? It looks like it's going to be Goodwin. He's in the pocket. He's going to put in the grubber kick. It's not a bad one, but the pace, he gets his big body in the way, and he saves one there for the Dolphins.
Yeah, they were just juggling that one, and the pace ends up with it. But yeah, the Dolphins, they hold on there. The Roosters did a great job to open that line through Reno Driscoll, I think it was. And yeah, the back line, they've been quiet throughout this game, but in the past 20 minutes, they really stepped up. Tyler Weston scoring that wide out try. Reno Driscoll with the run to get him in the red zone, but it's just too little too late. To put up 22 points against the Dolphins is not bad. It's not bad for your start. But when you're getting 36 put on you, that just goes to show the class of this Redcliffe side. So maybe a big kick return there from Marshall Edwards.
Oh, and we might get one.
Oh, it's a goosey, but just won't slip away.
Yeah, oh man.
Oh, yeah,
The
what?
sin
He's
bin
out there.
warning again. Far out. Amatangi just doing enough there. Just forcing him to make a little goose step, slowing him down just enough. Just enough for that tackle to get made on him. And now, Roosters, they might just want to close down this differential a little bit. Matty Harris now is trying to get him a bit close to that line. It's going to be Wilson. Wilson with the hit up. Taken down 11 meters out. 2nd tackle now. It's going to be Goodwin to Johnson. Johnson playing it. Inside for Goodwin. He's not going anywhere though.
Get back, look at me. He's held there.
Dolphins defense just holding up well. It's going to be Goodwin. Jasper this time. Taken. Can the Chooks give us anything here? Ethan Goodwin. Oh,
Put it down, son.
put it down. He was over the try line and he decided to try and put in a kick. It's going to be a knock on no advantage though. And Dolphins, they're just going to hold on to the ball here, and this will look like a Dolphins win here. The Chooks loss streak will continue. How many losses is that in a row now since last
Oh,
season?
jeez. I
Man.
think it might be their 11th. I think rivalry round was in round 3, which is where they got their last win. So I think it might be 11 at this point. And we're not including preseason form, So
Preseason, that doesn't
when we're
count.
talking regular season. Yeah, when we're talking regular season. But nonetheless, it's a good win from the Finns. They well deserved it. And they just continue on. They're looking strong like they did last season, and they come away with a huge 36-22 win over the Chookies.
Yes, they have. Dolphins, better team won tonight. Just showing us a great performance, just showing us what's in store with this very young side as well. There are actually no 28-year-olds in the Dolphins side. It's looking good for them. The future is bright for the Dolphins fans. And this is a great win for them here in round 1 of season 9. And Sonny, take us away here in these stats.
Yeah, brought to you by TBC Live. We'll take a look at the stats for both teams. We'll start with the Roosters. Their captain Matty Harris, Bailey Wilson, Tyler Weston and Bear Curtin all over for tries, conversions to Goodwin and Curtin 2-1 respectively for the Finns. A double to Mike Huzzy. What a game it was from him tonight. Excuse me, Al Matangi, big Lockie Cox, big Coxie, getting one across as well. The Lord, Chris Lord, and O'Shea over. Time in possession on par, 2% just in favour of the Dolphins. My phone's ringing now. Give me 1 sec. I'll let you take this away, Riley.
All right. And man, when you look at these stats, it's actually a bit astounding. You know, pretty similar possession, while Dolphins made quite a few more errors, actually more than double the errors of the Roosters. And it's quite surprising to see something like that. Also, just similar missed tackles, similar line breaks as well. Just in the stats, everything is so close to being the same between these two teams. But Dolphins in the end just did more in that red zone. Were able to get more points on the board, and that was the difference tonight. Really, both teams tried to do a real good job. In the end, there can only be one winner. So you look over to the individual player stats, and no surprise here, Cody Mensah, the Pope, is pretty involved, especially in that first half. He was very involved, but in the second half, he just didn't seem like he could really get his momentum going, because the Dolphins, they were just defending up very well, defending Cody Mensah very well, kind of shifting their focus to him. And also Blair Curtin with the try and a try assist as well. Some good work from him. Bailey Wilson too. Made some good meters, getting himself a try and a try assist. Both him and Blair very similar. It is actually very impressive from Wilson, especially since he had quite a few less minutes than Curtin. And then we've also got Harris. The great game that he had. Absolutely just carrying his team on his back, especially in those periods where they were just struggling a little bit. And do I have Sonny Tyre back yet?
Yes, you do, and my apologies for that one. But yeah, no, it was a good game from the Roosters. Obviously, they didn't get the result, but I think that they showed a good start and the blueprint for how they're going to approach the rest of the season. I think the biggest question mark remains around their halves combo. They're still shifting it around. We saw Ethan Goodwin and Blair Curtin in the first half before Curtin shifted out to hooker and Jasper Goodwin came on at the 7 spot. So that was something that plagued their team last season. I think personally they're going to have to try and settle and just pick and stick with whoever they decide to go with for the halves. I think you need that continuity. And if they can find out their 2 key playmakers to stick with through the season, I think that'll go a long way for them finding some stability. But we'll scroll over to the Dolphins now. And geez, Tala Amatangi, I've seen that as soon as we scrolled over. 361 meters, 9 line breaks, 16 tackles, 0 missed with a try to his name. I mean, just a standard Amatangi game, really. Mike Huzzy, 240 with a double to his name as well. 4 line breaks. He was stellar at the left second row spot. Kieran Wells, Chris Lord, Hugh Snow, and Jackson Chapman all over 100 now. I'm surprised that, Riley, given the Dolphins, the win that they had tonight in the margin, not too many players over 100 run meters. Usually you don't see that often, but that just shows how good they were inside the red zone and executing off those chances.
Yeah, I think that Amatangi stole all their run meters. 'Cause look at this, man. 361. That's incredible. He nearly had a whole year's worth of run meters. And man, you'd have to say he was the man of the match, especially after looking at those stats, eh? It's very close.
Yeah,
Either between
100%.
him or Makazi. Makazi also had a very good one.
Yeah, I think that's the 3 and the 2 right there. I mean, Amatangi, they just couldn't contain him. And the backline did a good job at stopping the Roosters' backline from getting around him. But Mike Huzzy as well, I mean, he's making a case for himself, isn't he, to try and crack a spot in the New South Wales Blues, I reckon. He puts up these types of numbers and he kind of flew under the radar. So I think this season he's primed for a big one. I think there'll be a lot of eyes on him. And if he can just replicate these performances, if the Dolphins can go on a good run of form, then he'll certainly have a lot of eyes looking his way.
Yeah, for sure. He's just been a great player for quite a while. And what a way to start off your season, Yigan Makazi. That's just some great form that he's started himself off in. We'll also mention Chris Lord. Just a very you know, it's the type of game that we've come to expect from him. Just some great work. Got himself a try. Just got through a lot of work. It's what we expect from him. Kieran Wells also some pretty good job from him. Got 2 try assists. Just, you know, defending, doing his job. No one does it better. And if I'm not mistaken, that might be everyone that we should mention here. Snicko, the captain, just not able to get his hand on the ball too many times tonight. Did a bit of defending though. 13 tackles, none missed. Lachlan Cox as well with quite a few tackles. Cox, just one of the best wrestlers in this game.
He was slippery tonight, wasn't he? I think one thing to look out for is Declan O'Connell coming on that lock in the second half for the Finns. He didn't really make too much of an impact on attack. He did miss a couple of tackles as well. So who knows? Maybe Sneeko might have to have a crack at lock in the second half. You know, maybe that could be an option, or maybe they're gonna show a bit of trust in Declan to, you know, get used to the new position and make an impact. But no, it was a well-deserved win from the Dolphins. That'll take them up the ladder. Just how up, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the Dolphins, once again, they finish off with a win in round 1. So they're 2-0 in round 1 games. And that will be the game. I've just taken over the final outro here. But thank you for joining us alongside myself, Sonny Tyler, with Riley Murray. We hope you enjoyed the coverage. Stick around, because coming up next, it's the next game. I didn't even look at the fixture, but stick around. It's going to be a great one.
Of the night, so tomorrow night you'll get another game.
There you go. There you go. Well, thanks for sticking around on SRTV. Season 9 is back. Tune in for Wednesday's games on tomorrow here. See you then. Have a good night. Stay safe.